Something eerie about this cat.
What is that? Dude, that's not a bug, dude. That's a dude, go, 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 go. Bro, what the fuck? Oh, hell no.
What's up, family? It's your guy Trip 5. You know, this video starts off light, but the deeper you get, the harder it is to explain what you're seeing. Let's jump right into it.
All right, let's just go ahead and dive into it. If you think that this might be the truth, raise your hand. I mean, it looked like a whole bunch of game of sorries. Everybody's sorry, and all of them, all these niggas sorry. It looked like we in that bubble right there. That's Africa. What I'm starting to think is, niggas don't know how to go from bubble to bubble, except for aliens. Aliens going over here, pop, 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 nigga. Popping in and out of niggas' bubbles. This make you think like, oh my God, when they say get out my bubble, get out my world. I hope this ain't true. If you is a teacher, at least just slide this in a slideshow. Don't tell your parents. Don't even draw what I've shown you. Keep this a secret. People saying we all surrounded by ice walls. Like, what if I go out there and it's another me? Oh my God. This why they keep talking about multiverse. This what Rick and Morty then was doing. Popping around in all these different bubbles. I need to pop in over there and see if they got niggas over there. See if they niggas doing good. See if they niggas still oppressed. What's going on with the niggas? Go over there and check out they Mexicans. See if they Mexicans are as cool as ours. They're probably not. We the realest niggas out here. Out of all these bubbles, that's one thing I gotta say. We got the best bubble, nigga. 'Cause we here. That's why. And I might not fight my social studies teacher because she might not know.
You know, imagine if this shit was really real, though. And there's people in the bubble just like we are, and they have no idea about us. You know, what if they live completely different from us? Or what if they don't have a corrupt government? What if everything over there is positive? You know, I got a theory. You know how people say underwater is space? What if you could travel underwater to these so-called other bubbles?
So, me and DJ just be exploring, right? Why we just found a secret tunnel next to, like, the White House, bro? What is that?
It's really a tunnel, though.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, let's get away from it. They probably got an alarm going off right now that it's open. Yeah, let's go on the other side.
This is weird. I'm in this room that I made. It's a Faraday room. It's blocking all kinds of frequencies or whatever. I'm not wearing a tinfoil hat, but I'm pretty much in a tinfoil room, okay? I'm one of those weirdos. But I will let you know that while I was working on these chords, I was just sitting here, meditative, chilling. People that I haven't thought about for years started coming to me. And I was like thinking about these happy, wonderful thoughts. And then I opened the door and I went outside the room, which isn't Faraday at all. It's just a regular, you know, whatever, house. And all of a sudden this thought came to me out of nowhere. P-O-R-N. I was like, you want me to think about that? And I thought about it for a second. I go, wait a minute, where did that even come from? We're getting zapped with frequencies that are controlling our thoughts. This is how you get away from it right here.
You know, what she basically saying is that she made a room where she blocked off all frequency and her thoughts were positive. But as soon as she left that room, all of those negative thoughts started coming back. This is why reprogramming your mind is key. You gotta really force yourself to think differently and shift those negative thoughts to positive thoughts, because thoughts really create your reality.
You guys see that shadow? Where are the clouds? Where are the clouds?
Hey, I don't know if y'all know this, but I actually work in a cloud factory. We create clouds and make rain for the city of Chicago. We control the climate.
They told me I was crazy when I told them the clouds might be man-made and used to block out the sun. So look, use this video when they try to call you crazy.
Hey, I don't know if y'all know this, but I actually work in a cloud factory. We create clouds and make rain for the city of Chicago. We control the climate.
Под балконом люди откапываются. Там еще метет по чуть-чуть. Как метет? Поземка. Вон, смотри. Ну, капец.
You know this video is not fake. This snow incident really happened in Russia. I didn't even know that it could snow that much. Imagine what they really have to go through. They can't even leave their homes. What if they hungry and need water or something? Then what? Whoever controlling the weather over there turned the snow up on mats. You know, before we continue real quick, if you're already scrolling and you're bored, free cash lets you turn that time into real money by playing games and completing simple offers. You know, it's free to sign up. It takes under a minute. And once you're in, play a game and get paid straight to your account. You know, some people make $10 to $20 a day casually. You know, you don't have to spend anything. But if you want to move faster, you know, some offers pay more. Or you could cash out with PayPal or even gift cards. You know, the link is in the description, or you could just scan the QR code on the screen. And don't forget, when you use my link, you get a $5 bonus to start.
I mean, no disrespect. So y'all think Kobe dead? Yes or no?
Kobe?
Yeah, nobody seen him get on the plane. Did he disappear? Did he go to another island?
I think so. I think he got wiped out because what a lot of people don't know, I'll say allegedly, but he was in a legal battle with a pharmaceutical company.
Right, I heard about that.
That's documented.
Right.
Yeah. But they were trying to fight over, I believe it was the Black Mamba name.
The products that was put into it, he wanted to be associated.
Right. So here's another thing, though, what a lot of people don't know. He was in talks with Saudi Arabia.
To do his own NBA team.
To do his own NBA team.
Yeah, Kobe was pretty much anti-NBA post-career, broadcast and so on and so forth. But it seemed like Kobe was just like done.
Imagine how dangerous that would have been. I mean, like threatening to the NBA that would have been. If you think about it, like Kobe starting, that's like Jordan starting his own league. Like it's over. It's literally over. That's literally one of the greatest players ever. Like it's game over.
And everybody's going to follow him, right?
For
so
sure.
He probably would have gave better deals. He probably would have gave more exposure, more control of your IP. So again, if that happened, what does that mean for the NBA? So it's really odd on how all that went down, only because how low they were flying. Okay.
So you saying the crash shouldn't have happened? It shouldn't have happened.
It definitely shouldn't have happened. I was on the scene actually when that happened. I was on the news. I was one of the first people there when Kobe, when it happened.
People could have survived. So you think something got blew up or something like that?
They should.
It was intentional.
Yeah, it was something to the intentional. I don't know.
My belief, allegedly, I'll say that.
Hey, with Kobe, love you, man. Rest in peace. It's just one of those weird conspiracies, especially when the programming is already there and you've seen all of that. It's like, was this written? I mean, I do say this. I say we're alive by politics.
I mean, why is it that right before he died, on his last game, they gave out Kobe helicopter toys?
It wasn't the one that looked like LeBron? The one kind of like looked like LeBron though?
It looked like Kobe with a helicopter propeller attached to him.
They gave it on one of his last games.
They gave it to everybody at the game.
So what was the point of that?
Exactly.
I'm not sure if everything of what they saying is true, but if it is and he wanted to start his own basketball league, that would have been crazy. You know how much influence Kobe has? And then they just came out with a random toy for Kobe with a helicopter on it. And then there was also this cartoon that had Kobe in a helicopter crashing. And this was before everything happened. You don't find that suspicious?
Big buck or something. Wait, stop right there. What is that? Is that a buck? What is that? Dude, that's not a buck, dude. That's not... Dude, go, 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 go.
Why are all churches registered under 501c3? Why is it that all churches, dang near 99.99% of these churches, all perform the same rituals that Freemasonic lodges perform? In fact, you'll even find that the pastors are Freemasons. Uh-oh. And the majority of them are black. And here's what's even crazier, is that black people will get upset for you exposing that type of stuff. Like, for example, black women alone get pissed off because I like winter rabbits. Yeah. Or even better, because I have a dream. All black people love Martin Luther King, right? But the moment you start exposing to black people that Martin Luther King was dang near best friends with the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, in fact funded by them. Oh, but I'm the conspiracy theorist. Oh, I'm the conspiracy theorist. Well, I see you. I gotta go. I I gotta go. I gotta go.
You know, everything is not what it seems with these churches. And a lot of these churches have Freemason symbols on it. And most of the pastors are Freemasons. You just don't know about it. But you know what he said about MLK, I didn't know at all. But you know, I'm not surprised because he the only black person with a holiday.
Something eerie about this cat.
We all know that in Haiti, if you see something, no you didn't. So what happens to the people who see something and talk about it? I am back with another spooky story. So in Haiti, if you see something strange at night, you're supposed to stay quiet. Do not point at it, don't scream, and don't tell anyone about it until the sun comes up. But also understand that not everybody subscribes to these rules. This story happened in somebody's neighborhood. Despite all the warnings that if you see something in Haiti, you don't say anything, there was this one boy, we're gonna call him Jean-Baptiste. He did not listen. One night, Jean-Baptiste woke up thirsty. He walks to the front of the house, and when he gets there, he froze. Because as he looks up, he sees that on the roof across the street, he says he sees someone on the roof, and right in front of Jean-Baptiste's eyes, this person starts to transform into a chicken. And this isn't exactly your regular chicken. It transforms and it starts to fly around like a bird, and it has flames coming out of his derriere. Now, Jean-Baptiste can't believe his eyes, and he feels this overwhelming urge to warn people. So instead of keeping still, he panicked. He ran through the neighborhood barefoot, banging on doors, waking people up, yelling at the top of his lungs, letting people know exactly what he just saw. A few people actually came out their house to check out the scenery. However, when they came out, there was nothing out there. The Lougawou was long gone. By morning, Jean-Baptiste's voice was gone. He tried to speak, but no sound came out. His parents thought maybe it was just shock from what he saw, but his elders knew better. That night, the people who came outside to check out the scenery started hearing scratching at their windows, footsteps on top of their roofs. Now, those people in their houses are full on being haunted. Dogs were barking non-stop, and there was nothing ever there. It seemed like the thing that he saw had followed his words. And now this Lougawou was circling every house that Jean-Baptiste had woken up. Within a week, Jean-Baptiste became unrecognizable. His cheeks were sunk in, his eyes were hollow, and it looked like something was quite literally sucking the life out of him. He's getting so bad that his family finally decided to take him to a Ouga. The Ouga didn't even let them finish explaining, because the second he saw Jean-Baptiste, the Ouga shook his head and said, "He spoke too fast. When you see something of the night, you keep it in silence, because once your tongue calls it, it doesn't leave you." The Ouga tried to help, but Jean-Baptiste never got better. He grew weaker and weaker every day until he couldn't even walk. He can't talk, he can't walk. Until this day, Jean-Baptiste will have these episodes that can only be explained by otherworldly things. The person who submitted this story wants you to know that if you see something in Haiti, no, you did not. Because if you speak about it right away, not only are you endangering yourself, but possibly endangering an entire neighborhood. As everybody in that neighborhood had to fend for themselves to find a way to keep their houses safe from Lougawous.
Damn, that nigga Jean-Baptiste panicked, and he told the whole neighborhood, and everybody got affected by this shit. Now imagine if he seen that shit and he made a video about it, and everybody who watched the video got affected by it. That shit would be crazy. But there's multiple stories that happen like this in the Caribbean. You just gotta research and find out for yourself.
Another creature I spent time with down in the tunnel was a dog man. Now, to be clear, this was not the genetic chimera of a dog man talked about on the Confessionals podcast, which are genetically half wolf and half man. These beasts are terrifying, and they are everywhere. And I'm convinced that it is these that are causing the disappearance of many people. However, this dog man that I got to know was a surgical chimera. That means that a dog, a German Shepherd to be exact, had his head surgically removed, and a man had his head surgically removed. And the heads were switched so that the German Shepherd body had a man's head and the man's body had a German Shepherd's head. This caused neurological and constitutional havoc for both creatures. They were miserable. The man's body, controlled by the dog head, urinated by lifting his leg on every corner he passed. The man's body rejected the raw meat eaten by the dog's head with explosive diarrhea. The man's body was desperately thin from malnourishment. The surgical wounds on their necks were festering, and somehow being attached to the wrong body caused them great pain neurologically. The sheer magnitude of what the evil ones are doing underground is mind-blowing.
Bro, what the fuck? Oh, hell no. You gotta go.
For thousands and, well, 50,000 years, really. And so there was an influx in the 1950s and the 1970s of higher vibrational beings. The controlling consciousness that is in charge at this moment of this planet is what is and are aware of every incarnate being that comes into this planet. Through sexual union between a male and a female, energy is then sent up and vibrates up through frequencies. They have technology to be able to see where, and then a soul is then attracted to a lifetime. And then the soul will then, this is just one way, a soul will then come to the womb of the mother, and they can track this. They can track this from happening. Okay, so in the 1950s there was something called Project Oak Tree. Project Oak Tree, this is the truth about Project Oak Tree. Project Oak Tree, the oak tree itself is symbolic of Lucifer. They use the term oak tree. Oak tree is synonymous with Lucifer. So in the the controlling power that has at this time power over this planet is aware that there are very, very, very powerful beings. I don't know what you would want to call them, demigods, gods, whatever you want to call them, that there was an influx of them coming. So they didn't know where and when they were going to be here, but they needed to find a way of tracking them.
If you know, you know. If they're tracking them as soon as they come to this realm, then that probably mean that they probably gave them a hard life, because they don't want them to come here and do what they're supposed to be doing. But they can't stop destiny. This shit is already written. If you resonate with this message, I have some merch and artwork on my website that you will really like. And it's all for a reasonable price. You know, the link will be in the description below.
Goddamn rust bucket.
This is Erica Kirk. Another Erica Kirk. Same exact name, same exact spelling, both political wives, both married to outspoken Republicans. Current Erica is nicknamed Miss Arizona, and the first Erica was nicknamed Madam X. People called the first Erica Kirk Madam X because they say she just kind of showed up out of nowhere. Both have striking blue eyes and blonde hair. They even do their eyeliner the same, and personally, I think they have the same face structure. The first Erica Kirk passed away now, but was from Palm Beach County, Florida, which raises another huge red flag. If you've been following my videos, you know why. I don't want to tell you guys what to think. I'm simply giving you the information. Do you think these are like all coincidences, or is there something else going on here?
You know I don't believe in coincidences. They both dated outspoken political speakers. What are the odds of that happening? And they look damn near identical. Do y'all think this is the same person playing the same role?
19,000 kilograms of Domino's pizza sauce was rejected after testing positive for ethylene oxide, a pesticide and known carcinogen hiding in the mix.
This cardboard disc barely qualifies as food. One Domino's pizza hits you with over 44 industrial additives. The cheese isn't real. It's restructured phosphates holding grease together. The sauce, stabilized with dimethyl polysiloxane, a silicone-based anti-foaming agent used to keep industrial vats from bubbling over.
If you want to know God, you have to transcend religion. If you stay within religion, you will never know God. You will believe in God, but you will never know Him.
I agree with you, brother.
And if you don't know God, you will never be free. If you see people who believe in God, they're looking for Him in the far off while they had Him right in front of their nose. That's the problem.
Yes, sir.
Religion Listen, you know what I ask my brothers when they get angry with me? I say, between man and religion, who came first? They had man. You see, if man came first, now you tell me. The men who came and left before religion arrived, where would they go? To hell or where would they go? Answer my question now. The people who came before the arrival of religion, they came and left. Where would they go?
They go right back to the cosmos.
They can't answer it. Religious people can't answer this. It's too deep. They can't answer that. Because they are limited in the spectrum of religion. You have to get out of that to know God. But 1 man only, sort of one religion, that came up with the idea of monotheism.
Monotheism. Akhenaten.
Akhenaten.
In the 18th dynasty.
And when he did that, you know how, when people say it's not true, you know how you catch them? Ask them this question. Can you please tell me why there is this coincidence that all the religion of the world, regardless of their culture and their languages and their nationalities, all end up their prayer with amen.
Amen. Amen.
Why?
Amen. Right. It all goes back to Amen. Right.
Thank you.
That's right.
They all have an international conference and decide to end up their prayer as amen? No. It's because all the religion came from that one, that first one. The worshiping of the sun, the God.
So I don't.
If you a Christian watching this video, can you answer some of his questions? Because from what I know, everything comes from spirituality. Even the cross symbol came from the Ankh. I'm curious to hear your thoughts about this one. Really sit and process what he's saying before you respond.
Bro, that's the moon. So what the fuck is that, bro? Brandon, spark that shit up, dude. Fuck. That shit is fucking weird. Like how? How?
I need somebody to help me understand. Now, this has been bugging me for a while now. So since 1990, I've done the research, okay? Approximately, give or take, over 90 million people have died in the United States of America. 90 million people since 1990. We're in 2026 now. I've been to a couple graveyards recently, and I realized when I went to the graveyards back when my grandfather passed away back in 1989, 1990-ish, versus now, in the graveyards haven't filled up. They haven't changed. I remember going as a kid seeing it like half of the graveyard was full. And then a couple other graveyards in my local area. But they haven't gotten any bigger. They haven't filled up. When was the last time you've seen a graveyard being built? I can't ever remember finding a new graveyard. I've actually looked it up. There are no new graveyards. They're the same graveyards with the same amount of bodies in them. If we've had 90 million people die since 1990, can someone explain to me, like a small child, where all the bodies are going? They say, oh, well, they're getting cremated, or, you know, they're doing, they're stacking the bodies, or they're recycling the plots. I don't buy it. Where are they going? And how come none of these cemeteries are full yet? They're not at max capacity. You don't ever see an out of order sign with the gates closed. There's always more space. They're always taking deposits for plots, but they're never filling up. I don't get it. Can someone explain to me what's going on with these cemeteries and where all the bodies are going? I really want to know.
90 million people since 1990, and there are no new graveyards built. Where are all these bodies going? You know, these are the things they need to explain to us, because it's not making sense at all.
This is your daily reminder that every single thing is made up. Credit scores are made up. Bank accounts are made up. Money is made up. Career path, completely made up. Everything is just manufactured. Like everything that we aspire to have goals around, all that, goal setting frameworks, someone made that up. Someone made that up. Responding within a certain amount of time to something, someone completely fabricated that. The business day, completely made up. Everything is made up. Everything's made up. And if you look at the world from a lens of everything having been invented by man, with the exception of whatever your connection to the source, divine, universe is, it really puts things into perspective. Like, and I think that so many people are realizing this now more and more and talking about it, you know, like realizing it and verbalizing it, that the veil is being lifted, because it literally is someone just made all of this up, and we were like, okay, we should probably do the thing, because someone just decided one day that was what should happen. I mean, even diamond engagement rings are a really good example of this. That was just made up by a diamond company. Like, before that, there wasn't like a big thing to like get a diamond engagement ring. Someone made that up, and now it's become like a marker of love and devotion, when it was completely manufactured like as a marketing campaign. Everything is made up, which means, you know what? You get to play by whatever rules you want to play by in your life. What do you want to make up for yourself? It's kind of freeing.
If you look at everything around you right now in this moment, you will realize that everything came from a thought and brought to this 3D reality. Much love, family. If this video resonated with you and you want to support what we're building, the memberships, merch, and artwork are all linked below. Protect your energy out there. I'll see you on the next one.